Can you write off your clothes? Yes, and no, and maybe so. This is Steve Spangenberg from the Home Based Business Tax Coach, and I'm here to tell you that you can write off a good majority of your clothing. But before I start, I have to say, as a disclaimer, this is not legal or tax advice. This is illustrative purposes only. Every tax situation is different, but I will tell you that the outcomes from what I say are anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000 a year for most people, even though most people's tax situations are different. Now, with that out of the way, 47 years of helping people save money on their taxes and write off just about everything that they can, including clothing. Now, do, do most people take advantage of this? I got to tell you truthfully, no. But you're leaving so much money on the table. Now, in these trying times, when every other post on Facebook is, I can't believe I'm paying this much for gas. I can't believe I'm paying this much for groceries. Yet, people leave money on the table at tax time for a few simple disciplines. Now, I'm wearing this shirt. I'm not sure how it comes through on YouTube, but it says ungovernable. Maybe you've been trying to read it. Maybe you've been trying to read my hat. You know, this is what people are plastered with today. And I'm going to take off my hat because I don't like wearing my hat when I do videos because it just gets in the way. People are plastered with logos, Nike, Adidas. I can't even think of Puma, Pepsi, Coke. And the biggest one of all is the Chicago Bulls, New York Yankees, your favorite football team. Why you cannot write off those shirts? You cannot not write off those hats. You cannot write off those stinking singlets or your shorts or whatever, but you go around advertising for your local team or whatever and not get paid. But it's time to get paid. I mean, if you want to get paid, keep watching. If you don't want to get paid, scroll away. It doesn't matter to me because at the end of the day, I write off just about everything that I do. Now, the philosophy is this. Okay, the philosophy is this, is that my thing is you have to marry business activity with tax deductions. Now, what happens when you're out and about? You wouldn't believe the number of people that look at me wearing this shirt. You got to get something catchy for your business. Like if I was in Mary Kay, I'd make my husband wear a shirt that says real men exfoliate. And then you have your website or you don't have your long Mary Kay website that says, www.marykay.com/65. You get a domain, a real domain. It says www.menexfoliate.com. Maybe I should buy that. And then you basically have your husband wear that. Write it off. Now, will you get instantaneous sales from your shirts or your hats or your coats? No. Going to go back to a marketing principle. Billboards. The average number of times somebody has to see a billboard is 75 times before they take action. If billboards weren't profitable, people wouldn't put them up. Become a walking billboard for your business. impress upon people's minds your message. The more you wear it, the more people see it. The more people see it, the more people think about it. The more people get a perception about it, then the more people act on it. Very simple. And this is very, very simple to do. You can go to, and this is what I would recommend that you do. I go to T Public. Now I'm gonna try to be fancy and put this in the video now. So here we go. This is how I would do it, and this is probably the easiest way. You can go to this site called T Public, and you can get an account. So I have an account at T Public, and I'm going to go to my public store. Hopefully it stays on the same thing. Yes, it does. A long time ago, I wanted to sell some mugs and some T-shirts and such, and it was Fred, and I made this little character on AI. Choose coffee, not regret. Coffee, hugging a mug plus caffeine will work for coffee. So I had AI generate all these sayings for me, and I put Fred there. There's my neighbor's dog, Oppie, which I made a shirt for. So you go to these, and I keep saying so. I got to cut that out of my vocabulary. You go and design something on T Public, a saying with your website on. Don't pay somebody to do it. Go do it. Just do it yourself. I made a mockery of that. Oh, what is that? Oh, that brand LSKD or whatever. Brand Steve. So there we go again. You go and make yourself a store, and yeah, that's it. Shop apparel. There's all kind of different things on here, and right now they have like 40% off, well, right, 20% off now. So you can just go and get your stuff done. Here's where you buy your shirts and your singlets and everything. They have apparel, T-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve T-shirts, crew neck, all tank tops, shorts, baseball T-shirts. You can get them for your kids. There you go. That's the way I would do it. No problemo. Back to Steve. Back to Steve after the showing of how to get your own T-shirts, how to get your own hats, how to get all that good stuff. And you can send people to your website. You can send people to your YouTube channel, and send people wherever you want to go. And the sky's the limit. But I would create a nice hook for whatever business you're in. The one of the biggest marketing campaigns out there was from Herbalife, and they had big buttons that said lose weight, ask me how. Get a shirt, get a hat. I particularly like funny things because people remember them. People remember funny things, and get a website that's easy to remember. So all you got to do is go to GoDaddy.com, do a search on websites, and forward that domain to your website or to your YouTube channel. Like I have createmyeconomy.com. I've owned that domain name, I don't know how many years. I mean, over 20 years I've owned that domain name. And now that goes to my school, SKOOL.com. That goes to my school. And, most of my things, since I live in Australia and do American taxes, I don't have a lot of shirts that I can promote because it's all Australians walking around here. But that may change. You never know. So I hope you understand that, yes, you can write off your clothes if you're using them for business and promoting them. I mean, what does a logo do besides the Nike swoosh? Are you ever going to be Nike with the swoosh? You can't get in front of that many eyeballs. I would do a little saying or whatever, and put your website there. Something real simple, something people can remember. So I hope this helped you out, and I hope that you save money, keep track of it, take pictures of you with it on, and get it from T Public and get it cheap. I mean, this T-shirt is under $20. Easy peasy. So go to createmyeconomy.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching it in my school, take action. Take advantage of what's available to you. And you'll be surprised at the end of the year how much money you have in your pocket.